Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at how you can immigrate to the United States as a teacher, including with your entire family. So you want to stay up to the very end because I will show you what process you're going to use, what visa you're going to use, where you're going to get the schools to teach in, and I am even going to tell you which subjects are the most in demand for teachers who want to immigrate and work in the United States. So as a professional teacher in your home country, if you are interested in immigrating to the United States with your family, then you need to get first a sponsor who is going to sponsor your immigration to the US, and they are going to get you the schools that you need to immigrate to the United States. And this process is usually done under the exchange visitor non-immigrant visa category, also known as the J1. So the J1 visa allows approved individuals to participate in the work and study abroad based exchange visitor program in the United States. And the beauty with this program is that it is designed for non-US native teachers who have been mandated by the desire to help fill teacher shortages in the US, while at the same time providing a rich cultural exchange experience that is aimed at helping American students to see the world from a different light. So basically what you're going to be doing is transferring, basically exporting your culture to the US so that the students in the US can see a different side of the world that they would not ordinarily see if they just had teachers from their own country. So you don't have to change anything about yourself, because the whole point of this program is for you to go and showcase your culture. The other advantage of this program, which allows you to immigrate to the US as a teacher, is that your spouse and any children who are up to the age of 21 can join you in the US after 1 month of your arrival, and your spouse is eligible to work in the US upon receiving work authorization, and this usually takes about 3 months after their arrival in the US. So what are the eligibility requirements for you to immigrate to the USA as a teacher under the J1 visa program? So number one, you must have proficiency in both spoken and written English. And then number two, you need a university degree from your home country, or a US equivalent to a 4-year US bachelor's degree. But if you have a master's program, it increases your chances of getting accepted to teach in the US as a teacher. So the university degree must match the subject that you intend to teach when you arrive in the United States. So for example, if you want to teach chemistry, you must have a degree in chemistry education. It cannot be replaced with geography or mathematics, for example. If you want to teach geography, you must have a degree in geography education. A degree in special education will not cut it. If you want to teach French, you must have a degree in French teaching, or you must have a degree in English teaching, but you must be a native French speaker. If you want to teach Mandarin, for example, you must have a degree in Mandarin teaching, or you must have a degree in English teaching if you are a native Mandarin speaker. So number three requirement for you to teach in the US as a non-US citizen or non-US resident, your university degree must have a teaching component. So here you must have taken courses in pedagogy, teaching methods, psychological development. You must have done a teaching internship, etc. Number four requirement, you must have at least 2 years of classroom teaching experience since you graduated with your undergraduate degree. So just 2 years. And then number five, a valid driver's license and 2 years of driving experience at least. Number six, you must have official certificate of good conduct from your local police department or your DCI or whatever you call it in your home country. And then number seven, you must be in good health. And number eight, as I already mentioned at the beginning, you need a United States designated sponsoring organization. And don't worry guys, I am gonna show you where you need to get them. There is a link in the US government State Department which shows you all the sponsoring organizations, where they are based, what country nationals they take. However, because I am Kenyan, I am gonna give you Kenyans what you're gonna need. So if you are a Kenyan teacher and you want to go and teach in the United States, you can only go through one organization. They call themselves Foreign Academic and Cultural Exchange Services, FACES. Yeah, Foreign Academic and Cultural Exchange Services, that is FACE. So if you immigrate through FACE, you will live and work in South Carolina. So that's for Kenya. But for other country nationals, just go to the website j1visa.state.gov. I'm gonna put it down here or up here. You can click on that link and you can find a sponsoring organization. So let's quickly look at the most sought subject areas to immigrate to the US as a full-time teacher. So though the most sought after subjects will vary from sponsor to sponsor and from state to state, the following are the highest preferred subjects. So if you have an education degree in any one of these subjects and you want to go to the US as a teacher, then I encourage you to watch this video to the end so that you're going to find out exactly what how you're going to apply. So number 1 is mathematics, number 2 biology, chemistry, physics, special education, elementary education, and any foreign languages, but specifically if you can speak Mandarin or Chinese, French, Spanish, German, etc., then you stand even a higher chance. So currently the top 10 teacher exporting countries to the US is Philippines, Jamaica, China, France, Colombia, Spain, India, Mexico, United Kingdom, and Germany. And what are the top 10 destination states for teachers immigrating to the US under the J1 visa program? So according to the Exchange Visitor J1 non-immigrant visitor program website, as of the shooting of this video, the top 10 countries, the top 10 designation states for teachers immigrating to the US under the J1 visa program are North Carolina, South Carolina, any Kenyans in the house, you should be smiling now, California, Texas, Arizona, Florida, Utah, Louisiana, Nevada, and New York. So what is the application process to immigrate to the US as a teacher? Number 1, you need your valid passport. That goes without saying, because how are you going to cross the oceans? Number 2, you need your university degree in any one of the subjects that are taught in schools, but specifically it must be an education degree and for the subject that you intend to teach. Number 3, you're going to need your official university transcript, and they must be validated by the National Association of Credential Evaluation Services, that is NACES. I'll put it down here. And then number 4, you need at least 2 years of satisfactory classroom teaching experience. Recommendation letters, you need at least 3 from your school administrators, and then a copy of your driving license. You must have at least 2 years of driving. And then you need to record a 3 to 5 minute video bio about yourself. And then you're of course gonna need to be willing to return to your native country for at least 2 years to share your educational and cultural experience before you can return back to the United States if you want to renew your contract. So that means when you're gonna go to the embassy, you better have strong economic ties to show that after 2 years, you're gonna come back to your home country, share your experience while you are in the US for at least 2 years, and then you can go back to the US and teach. And then any other requested information by your J1 exchange program visa sponsor. Now, step number 2, once you have gathered all these documents, you will need to find a sponsoring organization for your J1 exchange visa. And I have said there's an entire database of organizations that are sponsoring. Just go to j1state.gov and then just go to designated sponsoring organizations. And you can even sort by country. So sort by country or you can sort by profession. It's really up to you. And this is very important because the sponsoring organization is the one that helps you to process your application, as well as helps you with settlement into America in case your application is successful. One thing that I love about FACES, for example, is that they do not charge any placement fees. Some sponsoring organizations will charge us placement fee while others will not. It pretty much varies from sponsor to sponsor, but FACES, the one that takes Kenyan teachers to South Carolina, does not charge any placement fees. Step number 3 will be interviews. Yeah, so once you have submitted your application to your prospective sponsoring organization, they will place you for a series of interviews with selected school districts, depending on when one decides to hire you as a teacher for one of the schools under their jurisdiction. So some of the key achievements, skills, and traits that interviewers will be looking out for during the interviews include your educational background, very important, your learning strategies that evoke student engagement. Number 3, your motivational techniques. Number 4, your discipline strategies. Don't go there and start beating people's kids. And then how effectively you can use technology in learning. We have intercultural strategies that you aim to pass on to your potential students. Remember, this is the gist of the J1 exchange visa program. So you really want to make sure you have a watertight, very convincing strategies that you intend to pass, of how you want to pass on your own cultural background to your potential students. And then the step number 4 is that once you are successful with the interview with the school district, then you will get an offer a job offer for you to go to the United States as a full-time teacher in an accredited K-12 school. So upon successfully passing the interview in step 3 that I've just mentioned, the school district that selects you informs your sponsoring organization of their willingness to hire you as a teacher in their school district. So the sponsoring organization will then give you the name of the school, the teaching assignments, your duties, and other responsibilities that they expect of you, your salaries and benefit details, and then of course the expected time to arrive in the US. So with this information, you're gonna need to go to the US embassy in your home country or in your country of residence and apply for a J1 visa. So teacher applicants who have successfully completed the evaluation process and have been offered a teaching position will receive from the sponsoring organization a certificate of eligibility for exchange visitor J1 status. This form is called DS2019. So armed with this information and what I told you to gather in step 1, you will submit an application and attend your J1 visa interview at the US embassy closest to where you live. The key here is to clearly articulate to the visa officer that will be handling your case that the J1 visa program is a teaching exchange program allowing teachers to live and work in the United States for 1 year with the option to renew for a second and third year. Therefore, your main reason for wanting to immigrate to the US through this program is to teach and to learn from your prospective hosts and students. So that's the key thing you have to keep at the back of your mind when you go for the US.